A real baddie has appeared. A real baddie. Not Lilial. Real baddies. Real pink hair. Real sundresses. Magenta hair is in the building, people. Let's get it. Revenant is spitting. What do you say? Bam is playing the long game, waiting for my blonde queen Adori. I still think Adori is his love interest. I really do. Based on what Rand said, even though he said Midori in the original translation. Revenant is spitting. I could live with that too. For some reason, I can't picture Bam actually having any sort of romantic interest in somebody. I think he will. I think with Bam is gonna be like the archetype of a man who only couples up with a woman that he loves from head to toe and has a proper relationship with. He wouldn't do something like out of wedlock premarital sex or something of the sort. I think that's the type of character SIU is building him up to be, which is lame. Stick it in. Anyways, Bam wants to marry Aguero. He said, nah. He said he's not. They said he's not gay. he just don't like her. Trying to marry a whole weirdo, bro. Menacingly just watching. Connects Bam fans in the dirt. Whatever. Shipping is stupid. Anyways, let's talk about the chapter. That's what's interesting. So, a couple of interesting revelations here. I gotta agree with who said this at the beginning of the stream. I don't remember who said this, but I'm not a fan of Androssi kind of not just stepping on Ren. Ultimately, he helped them find her. He seems to have gotten his ass beat and have a change of heart. Where he's like, oh no, if he's in our family, marries a princess, makes sense. Maybe because he was in the presence of one too, he was behaving himself, but he was a little out of character in terms of how we usually see him. And we have seen him defy authority. But maybe the authorities or the people above him in RED are not as, and him not listening is not as problematic as him maybe not listening to a princess or something in his literal family. So maybe he had to weigh those options, but seems like he's going to weasel on a little bit longer. Not sure what his thematic role was going to be, but I would have liked her to step on him, honestly. But it is what it is. Doesn't this pretty much confirm Labaddon is the traitor? Does it? Why do you think that? I don't know if that completely eliminates everything. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just what in this chapter eliminated every other possibility that you thought it was him? Basically what I'm saying. Got humbled. Trav got some issues. He really is a freak. A freaky dude. A freaky dude. I just hope that this Ren thing doesn't drag on longer than it needs to be. But yeah, the part where he agreed to the marriage and he's like and Darcy's like, yeah, he's no good. Let's just kill him. That was hilarious. And she's like, yeah, feel free. Because he's mad at Trump for having his granddaughter. Oh. So do we okay, so let's try to wrap our head around this, because wasn't she already bearing a child? Or did somehow possibly mating with him create a second one? Because I thought he said that she was already a clump of cells, meaning possibly she was already bearing two children in her womb. Like, I feel like the Lilial's my daughter is because of the snake DNA he admitted into her. So like he's got like her DNA. I don't know. I don't know think of this. The problem about stuff like this is the one thing I'll say about series that have to hold back on certain like subject matter. I'm not a proponent of you have to make everything R-rated, triple X, whatever the case is, HBO Max, so you can show everything and because sometimes I think that when you remove the range and the confines of like having to work in a PG-13 or for children or whatever, I think that it forces you to be creative. The problem with this is it's kind of unclear, and I don't know if like is Trauma Ray the real dad, but like he's like get the snake venom. Like I don't know exactly what to do with this, and because he can't obviously showcase something so graphic, we have to do a lot of filling in the blanks, so to speak. But also, yeah, I don't know, the translation is great though. Let me see. I like how SIU keeping Trauma Ray characterization as the master Pokemon breeder. Chief said he wanted something else he could tote as a prized beast. He don't want Cobalt to be a lone star anymore. Cobalt needs a co-star. You need a Shaq and Kobe. May God rest Kobe's soul, man. Do y'all think it's possible we get an Anak versus Ren rematch? That's the only That's the only way I will accept Ren staying alive. That when an acts on her revenge gimmick, or we learn more about the backstory with her mom and stuff, Ren pops up and she packs him. Anything else, I don't think I accept it. Maybe in Chelsea will get a better idea. I agree. Here's what I think. One is from Trom. They thought the sea snake would enhance the baby, but one is a daughter of Trom and one is a daughter of the sea snake. So you think Shilial is literally sea snake, Lilial is actually a Tromare? That's interesting. Do you think there was a race to produce a princess from the branch families? I want to make a theory with Elaine, but I lost the goddamn thing. But the timeline doesn't match. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you think there's a race? Like race as in like do it as fast as possible, not ethnicity and nationality. I'm not sure why they specified that if they didn't become a princess of Jihad or bear one that their family would be in danger. I'm not sure. I think we need a bit more information to discern that. But I could see that when the process was made, a lot of people wanted to elevate the status of their family from top to bottom overall, and thus try to produce and push their most talented female family members into the role of possibly becoming a draw princess. So yeah. Oh God, Twitch didn't work for me, so I didn't get here when you started. My bad for being late. That being said, Trauma's a freak, right? Freak. Welcome, welcome. I think he just gave her power. No freaky stuff happened. Twins from different fathers. Apparently, that's not totally impossible. I know where I read two cases of a like mulatto, like a mulatto. I'm sorry, of a white and black baby, and the fathers were different. That's actually apparently like not. It's not a thing that's common, but it's not impossible. The same way you could meet someone who's like intersex hermaphrodite. Is that like 12% of the population? It's probably like 0.12 throughout human history, but it happens. Oh, I guess we know why Shilly has magenta hair, unlike her sister and her mother. Yep, because they look like. I guess like in my head, I would have thought the dad had maybe magenta hair, but yeah, good point. The bun was in the oven, but the sea snake added some extra sauce. I kind of, I kind of, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That moved me. I won't lie to you. I think Charmander is a real dad, but the snake dude just injected his powers into Lilial and he's just delusional and thinks that he's his kid. I kind of see the point. I think his Shilial's dad is a snake because of the hair eye colors match. Okay. The hair? Oh, the hair. Oh, his eyes are pink. Interesting. Do you think that it could be that like maybe her hair would have been yellow or green, but when she got, but then I guess the question would be like, why would it Lilial's hair also turn the same color? Was it because the process happened after birth and thing was still a clump of cells, or in like the second, third, first trimester, not out the womb yet? Interesting. That's a good catch. Like Mook said, is Androssi even capable of killing Ren? It feels weird that she was close to something really basically unheard of. Well, in this form, when he's just like a parasitic millipede centipede thing, maybe he's not that strong. Maybe he needs like the host of one of his two bodies in order to showcase his full power. I'm not sure though. Bam needs to run. If Trom gets his hands on him, he's gonna treat Bam like a 6 IV Ditto. Yo, I used to slut my Dittos out, bro. Kang, him, her, it, that. That's what I said earlier. I think there's a possibility that somehow Androssi is a true daughter of the sea snake or another sea snake, snake charmer. You think that perhaps the sworn enemy thing ties into her from the hidden floor? Perhaps that was another sea snake, mud flat, stranded snake type thing that kept splitting? That's intriguing. I actually did not make that connection. I like it. I don't know though. I don't know if it's interconnected, but I like it. Which might confirm she's local Bia. By the way, it has been mentioned that what Shilial said at the very last panel is a mistranslation. No. What does he say in the very last panel? You talk about the asexual, gay, aromantic part. What did it say for real? Feels like Laura liked Lilial more because she looked after her. What's wrong with it? Lilial probably just didn't get much of the power or something. Kind of common trope, the one twin getting more nutrients than the other. So the accurate translation, Lilial said, "Are you a woman or an Enoch?" Enoch is somebody who like can't get it up. Okay, fair enough. Okay, like you can't maintain an erection. All right, yeah, that line to me came across as like weirdly, I don't know, Gen Z millennial translation like. I didn't think it was the real line myself. I don't know, but I'm happy to see Lily all things considered. let's keep let's so, okay. So let me give you my thought and my opinion. Personally speaking, I'm of two minds. I think either one daughter is his and one is not. Lilial had the line here about doing unspeakable things with a freak, maybe, and he's like, "If you could love me even for an instant," and maybe she's like, "All right, I'll let you hit once." Or she was bearing two children, and when you saw that one panel with like all the snake heads pouring its power into the kid, it imprinted a lot of his own personal snake DNA, serpent DNA onto Lilial. Thus, Lilial being born even through the holy union, the union of whoever the dad is, and Laura, it would possibly literally have some of his DNA. Thus, why she said, "I would be more of your daughter," annoyingly, and she was born with the strength. I think it's probably one of those two. Hopefully, we can clear things up with some subsequent chapters that are coming up, and maybe some better translations. But I think that's the best we can do for the time being. I thought that Enoch was someone who couldn't get it up. So did Brawling Go lie to me? I heard that term. I saw that term the first time in Brawling Go, and in Brawling Go, it's a porno a smutwa. That character could not get hard until he went to some mountain and some shit bit him, and then he had like this incredible endowment. Let me. This is not the stream for this, but anyway. Uh, regardless, shipping is stupid. I agree for the most part. So we got Conference the Band been bricked up from been bricked up from the princesses. The joke doesn't really change much in the real meta sense, but it's different words. So unless cosmic people know something, we don't. We don't. It's incorrect. I agree. You saw my comment. About what? Yeah, from how I interpreted, Laura already pregnant with both, but only Shilial inherited the power strongly. While it's as is said, Leah was a resistance to the snake's poison, which allowed her to accept his flesh after her birth. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that. That makes sense to me. My bad. Anita, because someone who has their dick cut off, they can't get it up because it isn't there anymore. Wow. Okay, my bad. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Stand corrected. That's my bad. But also, I'm gonna look it up though. Enoch definition. A man who has been castrated, especially in the past, one employed to guard the women's living in an Asian court. So they're like those niggas from like Grey Worm from friggin' what you call it, Game of Thrones. Ew, nah, that's I don't know. My dick work. For Enoch, think of a bald nigga. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I was thinking of him. Yeah. Oh wait, or him too. Wait, I was thinking of the people in the army, the Unsullied. That's what I was thinking of, the Unsullied. But you're right. The one guy who was just the master manipulating talking bald dude. Yes, he was also castrated, I believe too. Okay, my sources. I was right, Naya. Yeah, the Unsullied Varys. Good chapter, in my opinion. Can't recall a chapter I've actively disliked since hiatus. Same. There's some where I could be like, we haven't had much to sink our teeth into. Maybe it was a shorter chapter, but I miss Tiara. They got snipped and forced to guard the hose. Shoot, that's tragic. Not me. I can guard the hose and give him some pleasure. You know what I'm saying? So do you guys think that the concept of stranded snakes are a thing in the tower? Like this guy, sea snake, mud flat snake, whatever you want to call it, he's not the only concept of this. Like somewhere else in the tower there could be like a I don't know, a cobra that's constantly multiplying and splitting up and blah blah blah. Like it came across to me through this reading that he's not the only one of its kind. There's multiple ones. I don't know if anyone else got that same inclination though. They gets the shit out just is moving me. I know I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I have to have her right here. She's gonna be the thumbnail too when I make the thumbnail. I'm waiting for you guys. Yeah, I got the impression their species in general didn't cobalt awakening due to yo, Sly the guy, you just put it together. Is that how Cobalt got so powerful? He was eating the mudflat stranded snake and ascended to a deity. Hold on, my nigga, Cobalt. Pulled up on us. Yo, I want that power, nigga. Yo, and he just went, and went up. Yo, Hope wants to go. Hope wants to go, family. Um, the one guy band body with the snake ponytail might be one. You think Wool? I hate that nigga so much. Interesting. Free hiatus. I was looking forward to the Arlene place more than anything, but these chapters keeping me interested. Oh yes, I keep forgetting like briefly that I have to go there. The most important reason we need to go see what's happening with the Arlene stuff is because Mule loves there. Blah 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 blah. TOG probably the thing I look forward to weekly the most now, other than maybe Al Ashley and JJK. Al Ashley gang, we here, yes sir. I still gotta read Brotherfoot. I actually did end up catching up to JJK because I saw what happened, so I caught back up. But JJK is like my hero. I like this series, but it doesn't resonate with me in a very deep personal level. So I don't like it as much as other people. I don't think they're bad. I just don't care about it to the level other people do. But they freed the man them. I'll leave it at that. Arrest that fraud for doping. Steroids. Well, wait. Wasn't the case before. Fair. Yeah, this chapter is also really dope. Laura, backstory, Sea Snake, side of story, Trauma being the master breeder got me all sorts of effed up. Also, Shilial is effing gorgeous. This chapter, her dresses move me so much. She always was the better looking one to me. I always liked how she looked. I always thought she's one of the best looking characters in this series from when she was fighting with Hatsu. That's just my personal. Obligatory, I love that frog. You need it. Common Cobalt W as that meme you made or showed me. Yeah, I think the snake charmer that Androssi fought in the Hidden Floor is one of those snakes. Okay, so question, y'all trying to get some. So let's say y'all need some power, and you know an area where one of these mudflag, stranded sea snake, cobra niggas are at. Y'all going to get some power? Y'all eat some snakes? I'm munching some snakes with some power, drop. I'll munch some snakes. Do I gotta eat them alive? Can I like cook it? Can I like season it up? Where in the world do they eat snakes? I probably, you know what I'm saying, put a little razzle dazzle, some seasoning, some salt, you know what I'm saying, barbecue it. I don't know. Yeah, from my many deep dives into Chinese literature, I've learned that in the past, many palace guards who were highly trusted became eunuchs and guarded the emperor's harem, as they literally can't do anything since they've been castrated. Hold on, I could still eat her out. I could finger. I'm just saying. I don't know if that helps, but I would. You just could not do that to me. The day I have to live on my penis, just take me to the highest mountaintop and throw me off because I don't want to live anymore. I recommend. I'll ask you to on Twitter. Glad you enjoyed it. Fukuda the goat. Yeah, man. I made a couple. I had like a beginning of this year. I spoke about Blue Lock Al actually a lot. Actually, I had a stream where I compared them. I read them both on stream, and then I made a couple of videos on it. But yeah, Al actually is lit, man. It's the best. It's the best football manga that I read. I've actually watched the first 6 episodes as well with my friend. Really good. I'm kind of surprised how sympathetic the snake is. I didn't like him at first, but no, he got to hit those lower cheeks, got me emotional. That's why you're emotional. I actually was kind of feeling bad for him. When Lilial was like, "You monster," and Bob, I'm like, "Ah, my my humanity was activated a little bit." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cobalt slurping up the snakes like ramen. Yummy! Cobalt's my guy. I'll always put respect on his name, Chief. Literally how I came a mod. The non gay divine frog. Yes. Naya, did you ever make that Burrow hate vid? I made a quick one that it's a short. I made a short where like Burrow's the worst player in Blue Lock. I think it's my most popular short, all things considered. That one and maybe one of the Tower God ones. But yeah, I did make the video. I didn't want to spend too much time on him. The same way with the Beppo. I won't lie to you. I apologize for that. I don't even. People will see this on YouTube like 10 weeks later. But I apologize somewhat for that Beppo video. That's the most low effort video I ever made. I just filmed my crocodile like figurine and Nendroid and like amiibos and Monokuma and spoke for a minute and I uploaded it. That was a low effort video. But fuck that bear. He sucks. I love and hate how there's all these shortcuts to power using the tower. I'm not swallowing no snakes though. You're not swallowing the snakes, bro. You're not putting a snake down your throat, bro. Bro, come on, put the snake down your throat, man. Come on. He's have some snakes. I'm cool with shortcuts to power as long as Bam isn't the only one getting them. That's a good point. Actually, all things considered, I guess in this tower, I think Lazaro brought this up to me at one point. I think it was Lazaro. Might have been Lazaro. Might have been JDB. But that if we really think about it, most people who got power in the tower bars were inherited it from having a very powerful lineage. Had a powerful lineage, had that boosted by some type of process. Like external power up seems to be the general way people get stronger in this series. It's not through traditional training. We know Bam has trained. We know Milov has trained. We know Yama has trained. I'm not saying it doesn't happen and people don't do it, but traditionally, like through the essence of bravery, you act at the Caliban, and that's the bulk of what Caliban's strength came from. This is a series that doesn't respect the, I guess, human spirit of blood, sweat, and tears, putting in the hours, the time, and the grind in the gym to get stronger. It's like, did you know that this electrolyte drink, if you can handle it and doesn't kill you, it will give you the power to teleport. That's the kind of series it is. I think we just have to accept that. It is what it is. Now, where was I in the comment section? I literally had a small fit of PTSD when I heard that since Bam is getting it. You think he's gonna get the snake's powers too? Probably. Not gonna lie, drop Blue Lock somewhere around chapter 100. Couldn't handle the edge coming directly off the. Oh no, I understand. Blue Lock I don't think is good, but to me it's mid that hits. I like to talk about it and I like to make fun of it. I enjoy making fun of it. I got you. I understand. I understand, but I think it's enjoyable enough to read. I haven't read it in a couple of weeks though. Um, it's all good. I feel like YouTube shorts are meant to be quick, low effort type vids. All right, I'm just saying. I apologize. Chapter really making me feel terrible for my boy Sea Snake. He got the lower cheeks, then got chewed up by his supposed daughter. When he left the room, I understood the man. So did I. I understood it. He started looking for Laura just for like, Laura, please. I wonder what Laura would say to him though. Like, do you think Laura would be kind to him? Because he's already served his purpose in terms of making her daughter stronger, and her now not having to like, I don't know, fight for her position or fight for her family that she produced two Zahar princesses. Like, I could see her saying something really mean to him too. So, you think Sea Snake is gonna die? I don't think he makes it out this arc personally. In Tower God, you're born talented or you get lucky enough to have some external power up, or it's a combination of the two. I would say. So those are the three avenues. I'd be interested in more quick videos like that. I actually wanted to make Saturdays the days where I do shorts. I wake up on Saturday and I'm like, I'm going outside. It's yeah, natural talent or external factors or spells usually what creates outliers more so than hitting the gym every day. Facts. Poor hots, exactly. Question: how many times have we seen an emotional power boost that isn't a rare candy like the essence of violence or essence or snake eating? So in a Caesar Tower God, you're asking how many times have we seen a character get like mad or pissed off and got more powerful through that avenue? I don't know if that's a thing this series really does. So a lot of characters get angry and they lose their cool and they lose. I don't know. You think Bam versus White was that? I don't know. Bam was more fun. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is a series that does that. Like it's like Dragon Ball. Like if you're saying you're angry, you get the rage boost. We've seen it in many anime and many manga, but I don't know if Tower God really does that in the traditional sense. Not that an angry character hasn't done something cool or strong. I don't know if I've seen someone be like losing, and it's like, and that's why your family's full of bitches. You're like, how dare you mock my family? I don't think I've seen that in this series. Maybe I'm not remembering. I can't think of anything that other than I'm getting angry, but I'll say SA does kind of stupid stuff like that in other ways. But that'll do the Bam giving in to the use of the souls though, rather than emotion. Like fakeness and power ups, true. Trauma's just getting death flags with all these outlandish things he's getting, especially since Bam is the one learning them. And we still don't know what Trauma Ray. Well, no, what memories Trauma Ray locked away that Bam got from Leviathan. Remember that too. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish with your comment. Outlandish things, especially since Bam is the one learning them. The snake and the Leviathan just spilling his secrets. I don't count the 25th Kirby. He never goes all out, so he isn't in the running for this, in my opinion. Okay. There was a time. Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I don't. Bam has yet to use all of his. Has yet to literally go completely all out yet. That's true. He just. All right, I'm using Leviathan. Okay, I'm using the Thorn. Okay, I'm using the Infinite Shinsus. Like he doesn't ever combine them. There was that time with Bam versus White after White talked about aircraft and Prince. That's when I can remember. But would you argue that made Bam stronger because he still lost? And then he used the time rewind, went into his trance-like state. He wasn't like White, ah! And he won. He lost. He lost that round, if you will. You take like a video game, like a 3-round fight. He lost that first one. I don't know. I don't know. Is that important? Who cares? Is that important? I don't know. But good point. Laura might hate the snake since it implied that Tron made her do it for power. Yeah, I feel that. He's like, it wasn't love. He couldn't tell, and then you see Tron like, oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh yeah, I want to see it. The snake thinks she did it out of actual interest, but I don't see it. I definitely see the snake getting bodied. He fits the mold for a sympathetic character that gets bodied for shock value. Are there creatures that can harm rankers like the white steel eel from Hadon's floor? I'm still trying to gauge just the sea snake strength. I think he's probably stronger than that thing. The problem with that thing was the reason why that test was supposed to be like appropriate for Bam was because of the level of Shinsu density it swam in my opinion. I don't know if it was super powerful or anything, but it's a good thing to keep in mind. If Bam ever gets a conformed form, I hope it looks cool. I actually like. I personally like his true self mode. I like when he pulls a thorn out and he gets the blue and the red thorn horn. I think it looks cool. And then he has like the butterfly, like kind of like blue butterfly, blue aura wings that he kind of uses. I think that could be like a look for him. I actually like when he looks like that. Personally speaking, I don't think a form has to be over the top, overly designed. I think sometimes a little bit of something subtle, like a horn and different colors and some wings, is more than enough. I don't think you have to go all Super Saiyan gear fifth. I don't think it's necessary. That's just me though. But I do think that he might get a. I don't know if he'll get a form like that. It seems like Bam just uses whatever is at his disposal that he needs at the time. But you know how White was talking about combining all the powers together before whatever. I think at some point Bam will do that, and we'll see what happens as a result of him actually combining the complex circuitry of the inner workings of his power system and structure inside of him. So yeah. See. I hope it looks cool, like Sage 5, Sage mode, Naruto or Gear, fifth Luffy. I've gotten so used to the problem of trauma ray that I've forgotten the actual German word is based on sounds completely different. Yeah, it's some like musical piece or music composer or something like that. But I just I'm using heathen North American pronunciation for this one. I don't really know German like that, so I can't even fake my pronunciation like I can for like Italian or Spanish or something. I'm bilingual. Je parle français, anglais, c'est tout. Or on the same tier. Sorry, what did you say? Oh, that's yeah. I heard. Well, damn, I heard something hilarious. Tramray being the freaky masturbator he is, in order to keep his fetish a secret, he fed Leviathan those memories of his forbidden likes. In other words, Leviathan is Tramaray's search history. That's actually hilarious. That's like I was like the joke where it's like I've seen this a couple of comics and like shorts, not shorts, like things I've seen where it's like my last request, Billy, delete my history. Don't let your mother see it, Billy. Delete it all. It's like dies. And in Nexamon Extinction, there's actually a ghost that wants you to delete his search history off his computer. It's one of like the greatest side missions I've ever gotten in a video game. I was fucking howling. Nexamon Extinction is pretty cool, by the way. The red and blue thorn look cool. Yeah. I like that SIU sort of made transformations an extension of true self rather than a completely separate. I'm still mad that White was telling Bab to condense and streamline all his powers, and this man has yet to meaningfully do it apart from the blue and red thrust transformation. But they're too similar, so I don't really think it counts as him conjoining his desperate powers, as they're both very similar. Yeah, because that stuff probably came as a result of Doom trying to turn him into a Houndborn. When Doom used like whatever, and Bam just kind of absorbed it, and then he got the cutlery. So I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Um, I do hope we see more creatures that can harm rankers outside of Anima. It makes it feel like the tower has dangerous ones, even though you went to the top, and like maybe some more ancients like Arcanak and things like that in that ilk in that vein, that category. I can't wait for Bam to meet Tiara. He'll probably get thrown off by her personality and finally go a bit wild. This burger hasn't refined his shit to a meaningful level yet. 25th Kirby is hilarious. I've not heard me. What's up, cuz? You never heard us say that. 25th Galactus, 25th Kirby. I've always found the Kirby one was more apt because Kirby's like the copy ability. So and Kirby is actually broken. That's all. That's why when I always think about not the subspace emissary? What was the shit called in Ultimate? The World of Light. That Kirby was what I got away. I'm like, that's not crazy to me. And the Warp Star is actually really fast. I have a lot of like unwanted Kirby lore in my head. I know a lot about Kirby for no good reason. So, man, just eating everyone's tech. Yep. Labam James also a funny one. Labam James is also good, but that was just like a funny one. Labam James. So, interestingly enough, why do you guys think Shilial revealed herself here? And when she said, "If you don't want it, can I take it?" Does that mean she wants to eat the rest of the snake to get more power or something? Like, what does that mean? Because remember, it says here, "If you're giving up, can I take it all?" What does that mean? Why did Shilial reveal herself here? What are you guys thinking? Give it to me. Give it to me. Because I'm not entirely sure why she revealed herself in such a fashion. If she was privy to this information, what changes now by doing what she's doing? I think we've seen that some of the Shinhue are ranker level. There was a line about Traumer's octopus and dragon being special for being strong. Yes, there's Traumer has, I think, I can't remember if there was like, he has a bunch of beasts. Some of them I believe are things that he just has that he'll give to prominent people in the family. But there was I don't know if it was 7 or 23, but there were specific things that were controlled by Traumer himself. Like the sea dragon, I believe the Kraken. I don't think Cobalt fell into that category, but yes, that's a thing for sure. I think she went. Oh, she went for the marriage. She probably had to impress Traumer. He might be watching right now. She just needs to take control of the sea snakes since she believes Traumer is testing them and who can get the sea snake to listen to them. Okay, fair enough. Do you think this is going to cause a? Well, obviously it probably will, but how big of a rift do you think this causes between Shilial and Lilial now? Like, do they stop parring with one another? Did Shilial always harbor some resentment for the fact that she said that the mother loved Lilial a bit more? Sibling rivalry? Lilial versus Shilial? I do think Shilial is stronger. Just means take control. Oh yeah, because she isn't a burger in denial like Lilial. She's tired of Lilial being the favorite child, so she's trying to get her shine. Material girl, slay queen, yes, bitch. Lilial just trying to put her. I hope she, I hope she killed the teammates. I think she did, Loki. I don't know why. I just do. Cobalt, I don't believe falls in the seven beast category because he was introduced in one. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Cobalt's not one of them, is what I said. The seven beasts, it was Fandor, Harpy, Arrogant Kraken, and Rage Rapid. Yes, yes. There was a Sea Snake, the Kraken, and one more thing. I can't remember the other one. Tron probably watching all this on his big ass TV in 4K. 4K, 100, 120 FPS, 60 FPS. Take it all might mean she wants the Leo's power too. Oh. Like if you want to deny your lineage and whatever, can you extract that? Is that possible? Cobalt is somewhat different from other beasts. I would love to have Cobalt, bro. I swear to God. Just I choose you, Cobalt, and throw my well. I said spinner, but it's the capturing device you use in Koromon. It's not a Pokeball, so to speak, but it's the Pokeball equivalent. You guys know me at this point. Well, some of you at this point. I like to play Pokemon or creature collection, monster tamer alternatives because I'm not a Pokemon guy personally. I hate that shit, but yeah. Cobalt's the guy, bro. He's the one for sure. But this was a good chapter. This was good. Bam is Bam was funny at the end though. But yeah, so my favorite. What's your favorite panel? What's your guys' favorite piece of dialogue? If you had to choose one, one of my favorite panel is the one of Lilial. Um, it's got to be her. Any of them. It might be the one where the snake is going by her. She looks like unmoved, unbothered. But the one where she's like, "And you," and I kind of have her the side here on on my OBS layout. You see what she's looking to the side. I like that one. She's looking kind of fine. But there's one where Laura kind of had the lingerie under, and the seasoning was holding up. Like, hold on, it's kind of fire. It's kind of fire. Like some How and Yo type thing. If you know Shaman King, yes, I'm a Shaman King fan. Big Shaman King fan. Um, for a very long time, Chocolove's backstory was amongst one of my favorite in manga. I don't know if it is at this point, but I really liked it and respected it. Tron looking down from the top, the whole speed comedy. Facts. Cobalt more efficient all of FUG combined. Gang. Oh, one more thing I really appreciate was Bam immediately realizing something doesn't add up when the fact that there should be twins was mentioned. Yep. Favorite panel was Tron Ray watching that made me laugh so much. He's such a freak, dude. Speed red rejecting her. Any percent glitches. My favorite panel is Tron Ray in the back being like, Huck Warrior, watch the sneak stakes and tangles. I really saw the Tron panel and I died because Naya popped in my head. You guys got to see that and be like, look at him looking down, freaking dude. Imagine, I'd imagine the reason he realized the Snake Boy was to strengthen one of his daughters so that he can be fitting for Bam. He already knows that Bam is especially a regular, so he's trying to win him over with. Okay, does that mean Bam used his brain? He actually been using his brain recently, and so did Androssi, which shocked the hell out of me. Like Tower of Rising IQ. So yeah, I would really like to see this cause a rift in the family. I almost would find it interesting if this caused some type of weird civil war. I don't think it's gonna happen, but like a civil war with like a faction of Team Lilial and a faction of Teal Shilial. But I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't know if people really know. But it's dude. Dude needs to chill. He's overworking his three brains. My favorite panel was Trauma enjoying himself, watching himself getting cucked with his wife, also with his granddaughter getting clapped by Sea Snake. The usual prizes you'd give a powerful person. Hmm. It all remains to be seen. But I definitely enjoyed this. Give the chapter like an 8.5 out of 10. The last panel was funny too. I know I said, "Are you a woman or Enoch?" But are you actually a woman a woman or gay or one of those aromantic ace people? And Bam's like, "No, you actually don't like me." No. So that was funny. That was a good line. But the part where she asked him to marriage and then Dorsey is just staring, looking at Bam. He's like, I dare this nigga to say yes and see if I don't fucking try to like wring his little neck. But I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. So yeah, Civil War applies to anyone. Yeah. That's why I rescinded it. I was like, oh yeah, there's probably like 4 people who even know this, like Keating or something. So it couldn't work that way. But it would be kind of interesting. But I don't think it'll cause a rift or a divide or anything. Still wondering how a traitor plot would even go against a family head. Also, you have to remember what Zam Zam is also still fighting Mate, or whatever. So there's that still happening. Tiara and Yuri. I need more Tiara. You're depriving me, SIU. I need to see my queen, my literature princess. Where is she at? I need my literature queen, Megane queen. And then the stuff with Arlene at the tree. There's still the stuff with the traitor, the great grandfather, Yama, Karaka, yes, Ratcha, and company. And what am I forgetting? Forgetting something. Shill getting rejected hurt her ego bad? Probably. I mean, giving out a lot of 8s and 7s and higher, I don't want to say 9 or 10 because those are safer moments like Urek, punching Joe, and initial true self reveal chapters. I mean, you use the rating system that works for you because my 8 might not be someone else's 8, but I'm with you. Like, the number that I generally give like most series when I'm done them is like a 6 or a 6 to a 7. I think anything 8 and above to me means that it stood out to me in some meaningful capacity. I think a lot of the 6s and 7s fall into this pile of it was fine, it was good, it was mediocre enough that it falls into this pile of mediocrity that I can't particularly remember anything specific about them, which is why sometimes you might not agree with this. Sometimes I think it's maybe better to have a visual dislike of something, so at least it stands out to me in my brain. Like I really don't like this thing. Where I'm like, oh, it was fine. It was inoffensive. I'm pretty indifferent. It just kind of goes into the vault, and I don't really think about it. So, but yeah, this is an 8 for me though. This is a really good chapter. Does anyone else? Does anyone else have any final questions or anything else you think I forgot to mention about the chapter or bring up? If not, we'll leave it at that here. And like I said, for this specific one, I'm gonna leave it up longer. It'll be up for 24 hours to make up for the fact that I haven't been streaming in a while. So yeah, 8.4 out of 10. Okay, I'm with it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Solid 8. So it looks like you guys are enjoying it. But man, guesses on Shilial's anima. Lilial was mostly cat based, so who knows? It looked like a mountain lion or something to me. So my guess is gonna be maybe Lilial has. I I know this might sound stupid, but I almost want to say like a Pink Panther. Like maybe even referencing like Pink Panther. I could see like her having like a panther or something. And Lilial did kind of insinuate she had more than one. So that's a possibility. Why do you think Traume was set on getting a princess? Do you mean using a? Do you mean getting one in general? I think it elevates the general perception of your family's like importance and relevance in the tower. It could be a status thing, could be a power thing, strengthening your military might through the power of blood, the process of blood. And I wonder if there's a time that maybe he was the only one that didn't have that. Possible, possibly. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know. I'm thinking about that because I do think that it's interesting that he was all like, well, Lilial's mom, Laura, made it seem like to the sea snake that if they couldn't give her more power, something would happen to her and her family. So maybe there was something going on. So I think there's a lot of information we're still not privy to. So let's be a little bit patient. But all right, you guys. I think there's a lot of information we're still not. I could hear myself, but you guys. This gave me a lot of ammunition for a lot of videos that I want to make. So definitely stay tuned for that. I definitely want to make a lot of videos now that I'm seeing this because I got some I got some ideas. I got some ideas. Patreon gang, you already know what it is. I don't want to be eating ice soup. And you guys are the answer for me not eating ice soup. Shout out to the certified BAM lovers. That's the CBLs. But shout out to the Priests of Fire. That's the certified Brillet lovers. Are they the real CBL? I don't know. They might be, but definitely got to give the hugest shout out to my tier 3 pledgers. The 5th Zen Gods. Shout out to Zyler Scotty, Zodiac Nemiko, Zachary Cooper, Urek Mazzino, Tino Brown, Ticos, Sonny Kathapali, Simi, Scobe, Revenant, Reese Dijon, Raft ZB, Maury, Lazy Dragon, Johnny Rogers, Irene Sharda, Triss, Childish Nujabes, Andrew, Allen, and Big Abdel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I'm moving on from ice soup to ice sandwiches. We on the come up. Yeah.